Jesus said, "I am the way and the truth and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me." Many consider these words to be arrogant, narrow-minded, and bigoted. One critic called this assertion of Jesus to be absurd religious chauvinism. A Jewish rabbi called it spiritual dictatorship. An atheist, Charles Templeton, pronounced that Christians who embrace the notion that Jesus is the only way to heaven are guilty of spiritual presumption. The same question must have been on the mind of atheist-turned-Christian Lee Strobel. In his book, The Case for Faith, he asked author and theologian Dr. Ravi Zacharias the following question: Isn't it grossly arrogant for Christians to claim Jesus is the one and only way to God? Why do Christians think they're justified in asserting that they're right and everybody else in the world is wrong? Zacharias' answer: they aren't the only ones who claim exclusivity. Muslims do the same. In many Muslim countries, Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, and Iran, claiming faith in Jesus or even having a Bible can get you killed. That's pretty exclusive on the part of Islam. Buddhists also make exclusive claims. They uncompromisingly reject any who deny the law of karma, which dogmatically states that every birth is a rebirth that makes recompense for the previous life. For Buddhists, this doctrine is not negotiable. Even the Baha'i faith, which embraces all religions, maintains that their view is the only correct one. And then there are the atheists. They too insist that they alone are right in their assertion that there is no God. That, for them, is an absolute, non-negotiable truth. The logical conclusion, says Zacharias, is this: the statement that Christians are arrogant by claiming exclusivity ignores the reality that every other major religion does as well. Secondly, any reasonable thinking person will agree that truth, by its very nature, is exclusive. Anything contrary to it is false. It's not up for a vote. If one jumps off the Empire State Building thinking he can safely fly to the bottom, he'd be free to believe so. But the truth is, he'd be wrong. Dead wrong. As someone once said, truth is intolerant of error. And so it is, for again, by its very nature, truth is exclusive. So if Jesus claimed to be the only way to heaven is the truth, it forever remains a truth, no matter what one believes. As a boy, one of my greatest fears was polio. There was, at that time, no cure. Victims either died or were entombed in iron lungs that would breathe for them. Those who survived, to various degrees, found their bodies grotesquely twisted. One day, while playing in a park near my home, I stared wide-eyed as a girl crippled by polio awkwardly struggled to a water fountain. And from that day forward, I never again drank from that fountain for fear I would get polio. Well, thanks be to God, he raised up a man by the name of Dr. Jonas Salk, who discovered what, for all practical purposes, is a cure: the Salk vaccine. Beginning in the 1950s, 99% of all who received 3 doses were rendered immune to polio. This was, at that time, the only cure for polio. Anyone was free not to take it. Anyone was free to say, "I don't like that cure." But like it or not, at that time, it was the only cure for polio. Jesus said likewise, there's only one cure for the spiritual, life and soul killing disease, sin. Anyone is free not to believe it. Anyone is free to not take it. Anyone is free to say, "I don't like that cure." But that doesn't alter the truth that if faith in Jesus Christ is the only cure for sin, like it or not, believe it or not, it remains the only cure for sin. The question each person must prayerfully consider is this: what do I believe?